Greetings, good days to Sarah Hazal and my fellow classmate. Today, me and my team member would like to do a presentations about tourism policy in ADS514, which is Introduction to Public Policy. But before we start, it is good if we introduce ourselves first. Starting with me and myself, my name is Eldon Noel Boning, and this is my team member, which is Agusta Edwin John, Ainur Akila, and Nur Maisara Nadira.
So we're moving to the first topic, which is the policy problem. Policy problem, including safety and security issues, are crucial for both society and travel or tourism. The tourism business has safety and security challenges, including violence, terrorism, food safety, health issue, and natural disaster, which are driving developments in the new millennium. In recent years, the tourism industry has suffered greatly due to inadequate safety and protection measures. Tourists are sensitive to such incidents, which can disrupt their relaxing vacation experience. The next problem is tourism infrastructure. It is essential for economic growth, and slow infrastructure construction is one of the key reasons for the country's failure to attract tourists. One of the problems here is that infrastructure construction is both expensive and risky. Furthermore, infrastructure development investment are unattractive because the rate of return is long-term, does not produce benefit, and most of the time does not generate income as a direct form of return for the tourism industry. The third policy problem is the government development limitation. The government, either central, state, or local government, develops public infrastructure in limited size and quantities. Often, the infrastructure construction does not meet current demand. The infrastructure for tourism is also poorly maintained, which is the primary issue. Poor maintenance and infrastructure can lead to a number of problems, including early deterioration, careless use, and functional issues with the infrastructure. These problems may lead to unfavorable emotion and dissatisfaction from the tourists.
We move to the objective of tourism policy. First is, tourism aims to attract more sustainable tourists to build economic balance, job opportunities, and infrastructure development. The next one is developing a national ecotourism plan in line with International Union for Conservation of Nature, which is IUCN guidelines to level up the responsible of travel. And the last one is, revenue generated from tourism will be reinvested for economic growth and shared among local communities for social development.
Let's move to strategies. First strategy is stakeholder engagement and collaborations. Government organizations, local communities, tourist attractions, and NGO can collaborate with policymakers to develop inclusive, sustainable tourism plans that optimize positive effect and reduce negative ones. Next is cultural heritage preservation. Sustainable tourism requires the preservation of cultural heritage through the development of cultural tourism products, historical site investment, and educational initiative. These strategies maintain local economies, preserve valuable cultural assets, and promote a strong sense of cultural pride and identity. The restorations of Angkor Wat and Japan's cultural tourism programs are two successful global examples that highlight the important benefits of giving cultural assets first priority in tourism development. Next is conservation and protections of natural resources. It is to reduce tourism adverse environmental impact and ensure long-term sustainability. Measures including creating protected areas, encouraging responsible tourism, and supporting the use of renewable energy sources and smart methods for managing water are crucial. The benefits of giving conservation's priority in tourism growth are well illustrated by successful global examples, including the Maldives Renewable Energy Projects, Costa Rica Ecotourism Initiative, and the Galapagos Marine Reserve. Lastly is the development of capacity and training are the key components of sustainable tourism. Through the providing of appropriate training and expertise, local stakeholders may efficiently manage tourism operations, implement sustainable measures, and improve the overall experience of tourists. In addition to promoting community empowerment and economic resilience, locally specific training programs and seminars also guarantee the long-term sustainability of tourist activities.
Moving on to the strength of tourism policy. The first strength are development of the economic sector. Tourism can enhance economic growth, whereby the revenue, tourism service, cultural heritage and tourism, job opportunities, and many more. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, stated that Malaysia has recorded encouraging performance where 17.5 billion in 2021 will increase to 59.2 billion in 2022. The next one is strategic and beautiful tourism destinations. Malaysia is known for having so many beautiful and interesting destinations of tourism. The interesting tourist attractions can strengthen the tourism policy, as the beautiful places can generate more visitors to come and enjoy their tourism activities. For instance, Mount Kinabalu, which one of the best tourism destinations because it is one of the highest mountain in Malaysia and also can attract more visitors not just in Malaysia but to the internationality. Another strength of tourism policy would be targeting the marketing aspect. Tourism is widely open for marketing activity, which also can attract the visitor to buy the product that they sell. As an example, the Malaysian handicraft industry could be one of the product which enhance businesses engagement. Overall, the marketing aspect in tourism policy may increase many visitors not only from Borneo Island or Peninsula Malaysia, but it will help reach tourists, internationality, and this will enhance more international relations among all nations. Another strength of tourism policy is enhancing institutional infrastructure in the environment. This is because tourism policy could enhance this by keeping the environment vital and active. For instance, Malaysia, most of the tourism destinations are prioritizing tourism destinations where the aspect are more to ecotourism and agrotourism, which the main reason is to enhance the development of the environment as well as to take care of the sustainability of the environment. By this thing, it will help to prevent any problem that are related to the environment, such as green gas house, deforestation, and many more. It will also help to increase the development of the environment infrastructure in Malaysia. Moving on to the weaknesses. Firstly, tourism policy also has developed some weaknesses which can harm the visitors that came for tourism activity. The reason why this matter could happen is because of improper safety equipment, lack of information, and lack of preparations if there are unwanted problem happening. Overall, lack of quality of safety can decrease the trust and confidence of tourists who want to travel, as they are scared if it could harm their safety during their vacation. The second weaknesses are poor quality. One of the weaknesses in tourism policy could be poor quality in terms of the cleanliness, poor roads, and many more. As we know, uncleanliness and problem with the roads could distract the tourism activities since the quality has not performed very well. According to the Sinar Harian, the road in Sabah has distracted the tourist activity because most of the roads in Sabah, which are useful for tourism activities, are full of pothole roads that not only a shame in the eyes of the tourists, but it also could causes an accidents. Overall, poor quality in terms of the road and cleanliness could be one of the weaknesses which bother the enhancement of tourism activities in Malaysia. Another examples of weaknesses in tourism policy could be management not being sufficient in providing and evaluations or analyzing any issue that arise in the tourism sector. According to the Astro Awani, National Institute Occupational Safety and Health has stated that the level of awareness of the security aspect of the tourism sector is still low. Overall, due to the poor evaluations of the tourism sector, it will be difficult to identify and solve any problems that arise related to the tourism policy. Lastly, tourism policy could become weak if the policy itself has no proper vision, mission, and objective to be implemented. The reason why vision, mission, and objective are required is because to help the organizations to identify any drawbacks that arise in the tourism policy. Not just that, when a clear objective is implemented in tourism policy, it might help them to be able to take corrective actions towards drawbacks by providing a new solutions in order to solve the previous problems that arise. As overall, unclear visions, missions, and objective can cause a huge negative impacts towards the development of the tourism policy, and it become one of the weaknesses in the tourism policy. One of the recommendations to enhance tourism policy is by sustainability of safety. The reason is to ensure the safety in tourism policy will enhance the tourist satisfactions during their vacations. When safety becomes top priority in tourism policy, it will make sure that all tourists will feel safe and protected during their vacations, which can prevent from any incidents that can harm their health. As consequences, these things will increase trust and enhance more the tourism policy reputation.
Next recommendation is community involvement. The development of sustainable tourism is based on community involvement. Engaging local communities into tourism planning and decision-making procedures guarantees that their requirement, point of view, and goals are taken into considerations. Policymakers may empower those who live nearby, promote fair economic advantages, and develop a feeling of pride and ownership in their cultural and natural heritage by offering training and support for community-based tourism development and programs.
The third one is enhancing tourism marketing and promotion. It is important for attracting visitors by creating interest and highlighting the uniqueness and diversity of a destination. Encouraging good travel culture can have a positive impact on the industry's success and growth. Marketing and promotion play a key role in shaping the future of tourism.
The last recommendation for the policy problem is increased tourism infrastructure, such as airports, roads, hotels, restaurants, and attractions. It is promote economic development by drawing in tourists, creating jobs, and encouraging investment in the tourism industry. Improving the tourism infrastructure ensures a better experience for visitors. The development of tourism infrastructure is essential for ensuring the sustainable growth and success of the tourism sectors. It helps stimulate economic growth, improve visitor experience, protect natural and cultural assets, aid in community development, and boost regional variety. That's all from us. Thank you.
So this is our reference which related to our assessment, which is tourism policy. For more info, you can go and visit this reference by QR code. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.